There's a hidden camera risk in every cruise cabin that nobody talks about, and Deck 2 holds a secret that luxury travelers pay thousands to ignore. Before you book your next cruise, you need to see this, or risk becoming the next viral horror story. The Bodies 7. Cruise Cabin Secrets. 7. The upgrade scam, when free actually costs you everything. Let's start with the email that makes every cruiser feel special. Congratulations! We've selected you for a complimentary cabin upgrade. Sounds amazing, right? Here's what they don't tell you. That upgrade is often a calculated downgrade, designed to maximize their profits while minimizing your comfort. When cruise lines upgrade you, they're typically moving you from a midship cabin to something larger at the bow or stern. Sure, the square footage increases, but you've just traded stability for space. Midship cabins sit at the ship's natural balance point, where motion is least noticeable. Bow and stern cabins? You'll feel every wave, every turn, and every bit of engine vibration. If you're prone to seasickness, that free upgrade just sentenced you to a week of misery. But here's the real kicker. Your original cabin was probably in high demand. By moving you to a less desirable location, the cruise line frees up that premium midship room to sell last minute at inflated prices to desperate passengers. You've been used as a pawn in their inventory management game, and they didn't even thank you properly. The worst part? Once you accept that upgrade, you can't go back. Your original cabin is gone, sold to someone else at a premium. Always read the fine print on upgrade offers, and remember, on a ship, location trumps square footage every single time. That extra 50 square feet means nothing when you're green with nausea and can't enjoy your vacation. 6. Hidden camera vulnerabilities. Your privacy at risk. Now let's talk about something genuinely terrifying that cruise lines absolutely don't want to discuss. Hidden cameras in cabins. While cruise lines officially ban surveillance devices and conduct security checks, the reality is far more complicated and concerning. Here's what happens. Passengers bring hidden cameras on board despite regulations. These aren't professional spies, just regular people with access to Amazon. Modern hidden cameras fit inside alarm clocks, smoke detectors, phone chargers, even water bottles. They're virtually undetectable to the untrained eye, and they record everything in high definition. The cleaning crew has approximately 20 to 30 minutes to turn over a cabin between cruises. That's not enough time for thorough electronic sweeps. While they change linens and sanitize surfaces, sophisticated hidden cameras remain exactly where the previous guest placed them, silently recording everything the new occupants do. Before you dismiss this as paranoia, consider the headlines. Several cruise lines have faced lawsuits from passengers who discovered recording devices in their cabins. The cruise industry's response? Standard liability waivers and settlement agreements with non-disclosure clauses. They pay to make problems disappear rather than addressing the systemic vulnerability. When you first enter your cabin, conduct a quick sweep. Check alarm clocks, smoke detectors, USB chargers, and any decorative items facing the bed or bathroom. Look for tiny holes, unusual wires, or devices that seem slightly out of place. Download a hidden camera detector app on your phone. These use your device's magnetic sensor to detect electronic components. It takes 5 minutes and could save you from becoming someone's illegal entertainment. Remember, your cabin should be your sanctuary at sea. Don't let anyone violate that privacy. 5. Why Deck 2 is superior in the insider's best-kept secret. This secret genuinely angers cruise line executives because it undermines their entire pricing structure. While they charge premiums for higher decks with better views, experienced cruisers know that Deck 2 is actually the sweet spot, and they've been keeping it quiet for years. First, physics favors lower decks. The ship's center of gravity sits lower in the water, meaning Deck 2 experiences significantly less rocking motion than Deck 9 or 10. If you've ever watched glasses slide off tables while sailing through rough seas, you were probably on a higher deck. Deck 2 passengers often sleep through storms that have upper deck guests clutching their nausea bags. Second, convenience is unbeatable. Deck 2 sits close to the gangway level, meaning faster embarkation and disembarkation at every port. While passengers on Deck 12 wait 15 minutes for elevators, Deck 2 guests walk straight off. When you're paying premium prices for shore excursions, every minute counts. Third, noise levels are dramatically lower. The pool deck, nightclubs, and buffet areas typically occupy upper decks. Deck 2 sits below most passenger activity, insulated from the constant foot traffic and late-night parties that plague higher floors. You'll actually sleep through the night without hearing chair scraping or music thumping overhead. Finally, the price difference is substantial. Identical interior cabins can cost 30 to 40% less on Deck 2 compared to Deck 8 or 9. You're getting the same room, same amenities, same everything, just with better stability, better access, and better sleep. The only thing you're missing is the marketing hype. Cruise lines hate that smart passengers have figured this out. They'd rather sell you an ocean view on Deck 9 for double the price than admit that their cheapest interior cabin on Deck 2 offers a superior experience. Now you know better. 4. The guaranteed cabin trap. Gambling with your vacation. Booking a guaranteed cabin seems like smart budgeting. You pay less, guarantee yourself a room in your chosen category, and let the cruise line assign your specific cabin. What could go wrong? Everything, actually, and the cruise line is counting on your optimism. When you book guaranteed, you surrender all control over cabin location. The cruise line's algorithm assigns cabins based on inventory optimization, not passenger comfort. This means you get what's left after everyone else has chosen, and what's left is usually terrible. Expect to find yourself directly under the basketball court, where you'll hear every bounce and squeak from 6 a.m. until midnight, or above the theater, where show rehearsals start at 10 a.m. with full sound checks, or adjacent to the crew service corridors, where staff conversations and equipment rolling past your door begin at 5 a.m. Perhaps worst of all, you might land near the anchor mechanism, an indescribable metallic grinding that wakes the entire forward section during early morning port arrivals. The cruise line knows these locations are problematic. That's precisely why they hold them for guaranteed bookings, rather than assigning them to passengers who selected specific cabins. They're monetizing their worst inventory by disguising it as a deal. Here's the brutal truth. You cannot change your cabin once assigned without paying upgrade fees that erase your original savings. You're trapped for the duration of your cruise. That few $100s you saved, it'll cost you in sleep deprivation, constant irritation, and ruined vacation memories. If you must book guaranteed, do it in the highest cabin categories where even the worst locations are acceptable. For standard balcony or interior cabins, spend the extra money to select your specific room. Your future self, sleeping peacefully in a well-located cabin, will thank you. 3. Minibar sensors are watching, the automated money trap. That convenient minibar stocked with tempting snacks and beverages, it's not there for your convenience, it's a sophisticated revenue extraction device, and modern technology has made it dangerously efficient. Contemporary cruise ships have replaced traditional minibars with smart versions equipped with weight sensors and infrared detection. The moment you lift an item to examine it, perhaps to check calorie counts or ingredients, the system registers a removal and automatically charges your account. You haven't consumed anything, you haven't even opened the packaging, but you've been charged full price regardless. The refund process is deliberately cumbersome. You must visit guest services, wait in line, explain the situation, and request manual review. Most passengers don't bother disputing small charges, which is exactly what the cruise line anticipates. Those accidental charges generate millions in annual revenue across major fleets. But the minibar surveillance extends beyond automatic charging. Some systems track which items you examine most frequently, building consumer preference profiles that inform future cruise marketing. They're not just taking your money, they're studying your behavior to extract more later. Protect yourself by avoiding the minibar entirely. Use the main dining options, bring permitted non-alcoholic beverages on board, or purchase drink packages up front. If you must use the minibar, photograph the contents immediately upon arrival and document any items you touch for legitimate reasons. Check your onboard account daily, charges appear immediately, and early detection makes disputes easier. Remember, that minibar isn't a convenience, it's a trap designed to separate you from your money through technological trickery. Don't fall for it. 4. The guaranteed cabin trap. Gambling with your vacation. Booking a guaranteed cabin seems like smart budgeting. You pay less, guarantee yourself a room in your chosen category, and let the cruise line assign your specific cabin. What could go wrong? Everything, actually, and the cruise line is counting on your optimism. When you book guaranteed, you surrender all control over cabin location. The cruise line's algorithm assigns cabins based on inventory optimization, not passenger comfort. This means you get what's left after everyone else has chosen, and what's left is you